What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Legit Whiskey Reviews. And today I'll be reviewing Holladay Soft Red Wheat Bottled and Bond. All right, so I got a good one today. So it's good to be back. If you guys are watching for the first time and you enjoy the content, please subscribe. I'm trying to work my way to 700 subscribers. Barely beginning, but trying to get there. And yeah, let's get into this. So I've been hearing a lot of good things about the Ben Holladay distillery. It's a Missouri straight bourbon whiskey as far as this one, and like I said, it's soft red wheat. And it's a bottled and bond. So what does that mean, bottled and bond? It has to be 100 proof on the dot, and it has to be at least 4 years old. As far as this one, they went above and beyond. This is a 6-year-old bottled and bond bourbon. I like they provide some information on here too. It's distilled in fall of 2017 and bottled on March 2024. And then it even tells you where the whiskey comes from, like which rick house. This is rick house C. And then which floors. So 100% of this came from the 3rd floor of rick house C. So, you know, the cool little details is what matters. You know, that's what whiskey nerds are look forward to seeing in a bottle. Just the transparency is what's really cool about it, you know. So yeah, so let's get into this. I'm pretty excited for this one. I'm way behind on reviews and stuff. I've had so many bottles that I need to review, this one being one of them. I've had it for months now and I just haven't gotten around to reviewing it, so better late than never. Let's get into it. All right, so on the nose, first thing that pops up in my head is bright. So this is there's a strong apple note in here. I'm not sure what it is, but there's like a youthful quality in the nose, and I can't pinpoint what that is exactly, but it's there. And it is a 6-year-old bourbon, but I'm getting a little bit of youthfulness. Maybe it's a little bit of grain. But yeah, there's a strong apple. There's a nice slight butterscotch. It's there, but it's like slight, but it comes through. It's nice. There's a little bit of oak in here. A nice caramel note. Nice spice. So yeah, like overall, the nose is not overly complex, but what's there is really nice. Besides that little bit of youthful note, which I was kind of expecting. I don't know why I was expecting that, but I was. But let's go to the palate. Cheers. On the palate, pretty much everything I got on the nose, I got on the palate. That apple note comes through in the palate. That nice caramel note. The butterscotch, not so much on the palate. I got the apple, like I said. Caramel. There's a nice spice there. I feel like mid palate is where it kind of drops off a little bit. It's not a short finish, but it's like a medium finish. But it lasts around long enough where you get enough flavors out of it. The oak also comes through towards the back end of the palate, and like I said, there's a nice spice on there too, so not bad. Pretty good so far. Try it again. Yeah, it's not changing on the nose as far as everything I got the first time. Sometimes, you know, when I go back at it a second time on the nose, it can change a little bit, but this is staying pretty consistent. And that youthful note that I was getting on the nose didn't necessarily come through on the palate, which is nice. So let's try it again. I like this for what it is. It's good. Those flavors are staying consistent. I feel like the spice is starting to develop more. It's staying around a little bit more, which I like. It's not falling off. That finish is pretty nice though. It is lingering. maybe I judged it a little too harshly the first time because it's lingering in there, but I feel like there's that oak comes through on the finish, and I feel like it leans more towards a bitter oak than a sweet oak, and I don't enjoy that necessarily. But overall, what this offers is really nice, really good. I don't remember what I paid for this. It's between, I want to say $40 to $50 maybe. I could be off on that, but I think it's around there. So is the value there? Yeah, I think so, especially for what it offers. But in my opinion, there's a lot of better whiskeys that I've tried at that price or even lower. So it just really depends. But also, as far as my palate, I've never been a wheated bourbon, wheat bourbon, type of person. My palate just doesn't. Well, I do like Maker's Mark, but for the most part, I don't gravitate towards wheated bourbon, so that could be a factor in this. But overall, for what it is, it's really good. I really enjoy it, and it's good. I'm glad I picked it up because I hadn't tried anything really from Holladay, so it's nice. I'm glad I got to try it and I enjoy it. As far as my score, I'm gonna give it a B-. I think it's very good, but just like for my palate, it's not my favorite thing, but that's just personal opinion. Like I always say, tasting is subjective, so what I might enjoy, you might not enjoy, vice versa. So there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. It's good to be back. If you liked it, hit the like button, subscribe, and keep it legit, and do it for the love of whiskey. Cheers.